A mother of 4 who was deported last year may get a chance to return to her family in Fairfield. A federal appeals court today ordered U.S. immigration authorities to reconsider Maribel Trujillo Diaz's case. 9 on Your Side extensively covered the fight to keep Diaz in the United States. Our Ashley Zilka joins us now with this latest development.
Kristen, Maribel Trujillo Diaz says she and her family were threatened by a Mexican drug cartel, but still the Fairfield mother was deported last April. Today, a 6th Circuit Court of Appeals in Cincinnati ruled in favor of Diaz. Now, immigration authorities must reconsider her case.
Thousands of miles away, Maribel Trujillo Diaz's children have had to learn to live without seeing their mother. She was deported on April 19, 2017. Here's an interview 9 on Your Side did with her oldest son, Oswaldo, last year. We agreed to hide his face and not use his last name. The teen told us he once asked his mother why she came here illegally.
She said, it's a little bit better life, something you can't really do in Mexico. She said the risk was worth taking.
Maribel's case drew national attention as an early example of toughened immigration enforcement under President Trump.
We're a nation of immigrants, and this woman is the epitome of people we would really want to have as our neighbors.
Today, the court ruled the Board of Immigration Appeals abused its discretion in rejecting Trujillo Diaz's argument her family was threatened by a Mexican drug cartel. In April, Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones said he had compassion for Maribel, but the law is the law.
Lady Justice is supposed to be blind. It's not supposed to pick who they enforce the law on or who they don't.
Maribel's deportation drew criticism from Cincinnati's Catholic Archdiocese and Governor John Kasich.
I didn't know my mom's case was this big. I thought it was just another in the pile, and this one stands out a lot.
Maribel had filed her motion just weeks before her April 19th deportation. Ashley Zilka, 9 on Your Side.
Ashley, thank you. 9 on Your Side reached out to Maribel's attorneys for a response today. They gave us this statement, quote, "We are thrilled that the 6th Circuit today ruled in Maribel's favor. This is an important step toward bringing Maribel back to the United States to reunite with her family, including her 4 American children." The entire ruling from a 3-judge panel of the 6th Circuit in this case is 15 pages long, so we wanted to take a closer look at the ruling and why the judges decided the way they did. To help us with that, we are joined by immigration attorney Charleston C.K. Wong. I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kristen. I'm also thrilled by the decision of the 6th Circuit.
And why are you thrilled by the decision?
It is a presidential decision for publication by 3 judges. It will have binding effect on all the courts here in the 6th Circuit, including the BIA for cases that come out of Cincinnati and Ohio and Kentucky and Michigan and Tennessee.
Okay, so we're talking about ramifications and shakedown from this. What are the implications? You have other DACA cases out there. Is this setting a precedent?
Yes, it does. The court explicitly ruled that the BIA, the Board of Immigration Appeals, abused its discretion in ignoring evidence that her family had been threatened by drug cartels in Mexico, and that the father's affidavit and her statement of her fear of being attacked by the gangs upon return is to be given recognition and weight. And the BIA was wrong to ignore those facts.
The language abused its discretion, is that strong or is that something that's typical?
That's the ultimate standard when our courts of appeal disagree with the findings and position of an administrative agency such as the Board of Immigration Appeals. Our circuit courts have the final word on the law, short of the Supreme Court of the United States. So it is a very important precedent-setting decision.
Okay. So Trujillo Diaz is in Mexico. Is it likely while this is getting figured out, she'll be able to come back to the United States?
This is the million-dollar question. I would expect that the court the decision will compel the government to find her and to bring her back if she can be found. There's a question. She is in Mexico amongst the milieu that she is afraid of, but it has help and presidential effect on other cases, young people, DACA cases, and who fear return because many of them fled because of the violence in their home countries, Mexico and Central America. The drug cartels and the youth gangs out of control. And they recruit young people and threaten their brothers and sisters if their prime candidate refuses to join.
So the story behind the story here, and one that the court says is worth listening to.
Oh, absolutely. There is compassion in the law, and we are seeing an example of our Sixth Circuit coming through with a good decision in favor of protecting young people.
All right. Charleston C.K. Wong, thank you for your perspective. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.